Qualifying group number 3 will begin to make its route to the racing surface. Gage Laney at Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 22 RL. Jackson Conkle at Sioux City, Iowa, the 38K. The 13, Elijah Guile at Phoenix, Arizona, picked up the Outlaw victory last night at Greene County Speedway. Corbin Rueschenberg at Mesa, Arizona, the 26. Jake Rosario at Guthrie, Oklahoma, the 92. The 29S of Blake Scott at DePauls Valley, Oklahoma. At Parsons, Kansas, J.J. Lawson, the 67 at J. And Hayden Mabe at Sand Springs, Oklahoma, the 52. And problems down around the bottom of turns 3 and 4. That'll be the 38. I want to thank Shane, Jen, everybody here at the Port City Raceway for getting everything thrown together to put this show on. A lot of drivers traveling here for the Sooner 600 week. Just in this qualifying group number 3, you got Oklahoma, Iowa, Arizona, Kansas. Looking back in your earlier groups, drivers from Missouri, Colorado, Nebraska, Indiana, Iowa. So a great turnout so far as we roll into round 3 of Sooner 600 week. Field coming around on their opening lap. Corbin Rueschenberg did have the quick time there for a little bit now. Elijah Guile going to jump to the top of the speed charts. 9.314 seconds for the Phoenix, Arizona driver. Designing these sports for 13. Again, picked up his first career now 600 victory last night at the Greene County Speedway in outlaw competition. They'll come around to wrap up qualifying group number 3. Again, each qualifying group representing a heat race. So qualifying group 3 to heat race number 3. And Elijah Guile, his third lap will be his quickest, 9.283 seconds. Corbin Rueschenberg at a 9.332. Gage Laney, 9.429 seconds. J.J. Loss, fourth quick, 9.508. Hayden Mabe, 9.522. Jake Rosario at a 9.536 second lap. And Blake Scott, 9.552. His way out. Driver's schedule for the pole is at Parsons, Kansas. The 67J of J.J. Loss. The 22 RL of Gage Laney at Tulsa next to him. Corbin Rueschenberg at Mesa, Arizona. The 13 of Elijah Guile at Phoenix, Arizona. Scheduled for row number 2. Hayden Mabe out of Sand Springs in the 52. Will be joined by Jake Rosario to Guthrie, Oklahoma, the 92. The 29S of Blake Scott. The 38K of Jackson Conkle at Sioux City, Iowa. 67J. It'll be a scratch. That'll move that inside row straight up. Rueschenberg now can occupy the pole position. Field off and running. The gift to the pole position not going to be wasted by the Southwest overhead door number 26. Rueschenberg going to take off in the race lane. Oh, they are stacked up at the back of the field. Not catching how it started, just catching how it ended there. Looks like the 92, the 29, and the 38K all tangling a little bit. Problems for Rosario now. He's going to spin it to a stop over at the bottom of turn number 3. Haven't brought the caution lights on. In the 52. It lined up in 4th. Blake Scott in 5th. Jackson Conkle and Jake Rosario rounding out your lineup. Rosario to the back of the field is the cause of the caution. As we go back to green. Heavy damage to the nose wing of the 29. Hard to tell. Looks like maybe a little bit of damage to the nose wing of the 52 as it's sitting completely flat, almost at a slight upward angle on that 52. Kind of lifted the front end a little bit. Ooh, mix them up. 92 and the 29. So far, it's been all Rueschenberg in the 26 in this one. Elijah Guile still running in 2nd. Gage Laney, Hayden Mabe, and now the 38K. Jackson Conkle going to be your top 5. Field back to green. We have 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Battle for 4th on the restart. Here comes the 38 to the inside of the 52. It will be Conkle taking the spot away. Jake Rosario now to the inside of Hayden Mabe on the front straightaway. Secures the spot down the back straightaway. Getting shuffled to the tail end of the field. Blake Scott going to make his way by in the 29 now as we go back up front to check on our leader. He's coming to the way with the white flag. Corbin Rueschenberg. Working into turns 3 and 4 for the final time of this one. Checkered flag. Going to greet the Mesa, Arizona driver. Race number 3, Elijah Guile in 2nd. Gage Laney in 3rd. Jackson Conkle in 4th. Jake Rosario, Blake Scott, and Hayden May, but officially rounding out your field. But your winner, ladies and gentlemen, he's out of Mesa, Arizona, the Southwest Overhead Door number 26. Give him a hand, Corbin Rueschenberg. As with that, he'll get a word with Scotty Cook.
Well, Brian, a productive first couple of laps put him out on the point, and a big heat race win for Corbin Rueschenberg from the third spot. Buddy, you got to feel good about that.
Yeah, I think it's going to give us confidence going into the main. Hopefully, we can wrap it up and get closer to the Speedweek points.
All right, good luck. Best of luck. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, that's Corbin Rueschenberg out of Mesa, Arizona from the third spot, picking up Heat 3. Back to you, Brian.
In the meantime, we'll set the field. Corbin Rueschenberg out of Mesa, Arizona, the 26, scheduled to go to the pole. This one, Johnny Bolin in the 1V. Getting the engine repaired after burning a piston at Creek County. Puts it on the outside of the front row here tonight for the Fort Worth, Texas driver. Jet Hayes, also out of Fort Worth. The 11J going to go for the inside of front number 2. Outside of him, Chris Cochran out of McLeod, Oklahoma in the 11. The one-way performance entry. Elijah Guile out of Phoenix, Arizona, the 13, lining up in 5th. Lining up at 6, Chris Carroll out of Claremore in the 36. Jace McIntosh at a Bixby in the 27, going to line up in 7th from 8th. Chase Ball out of Burke Burnett, Texas in the 20B. Cody Barnes at a Broken Arrow, the 33B from the 9th starting spot from 10th. Brody Wake at Lake Havasu City, Arizona. The 15 of Brody Brown. He'll start on the inside of row number 6. To his right, William Connor at a Newcastle in the 13. Alex Karpowitz at Spring Branch, Texas in the 72. He'll line up in the 13th starting spot from 14th. Peter Smith at Las Cruces in the 08. Jackson Conkle at a Sioux City, Iowa, the 38K from inside of row number 8. To his right, Frank Flood at a Tulsa in the 81, the Rougeau Racer entry. Gage Laney at a Tulsa, the 22RL. Inside of row number 9, next to him, the 1H Connor Lee at Sand Springs, Oklahoma. 19th starting spot, Riley Osatoski at Columbus, Nebraska, the 38. And Cole Escar at Pueblo, Colorado in the 77E.
Like this ain't no timeouts. Tell me who we be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape on a beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick. All down, body, and not scaring nobody. You make me result to wild, and you must be blind. Diamonds hiding. No need to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's not quiet. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets.
Field working around to the front straightaway. They'll begin to break rank from side by side, ladies and gentlemen, to 4 wide. The drivers salute to you there. Thank you for coming out to Port City Raceway to enjoy tonight's racing action. Ladies and gentlemen, on Center 600 Week, it's the cars and stars of your National Open Wheel 600 Series. Port City Raceway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy, because it's showtime. Off and running A-Class going to come around to click off lap number 1. It'll be Rueschenberg in the 26 showing the way. One of Bolin chasing as they work in the turns at 3 and 4. On the outside, on the inside, it's the 11J. Jet Hayes going to roll up into the second spot. Here comes Chris Carroll in the 36. Carroll already picking up 1 win here tonight, trying to make it 2 as they work around the bottom of turns 3 and 4. He'll sneak the spot away from the 1. Bolin back to 4th. And it will be the 11 of Chris Cochran running in 5th. McIntosh in 6. Barnes, Guile, Bolf, and Wake. Your top 10. Oh, look how Carroll goes in, digs the right rear down into the track, and upside down he goes. We got another one upside down over in turn number 1. 5 times a winner in non-wing. Rounds out your top 5. McIntosh in 6, Barnes, Guile, Wake, and Bulf. Your top 10 as we go back to green. Field off and running top to bottom at both ends of the Port City Raceway here on the restart. Rueschenberg up on the top of the speedway in 1 and 2. Hayes following both drivers. Working a little high on the racetrack. That time, though, the 11 turned it more towards the middle. Goes back to the cushion over in 1 and 2. Bolin working the gutter line right now as Hayes starting to diamond 3 and 4. Doing some high 30 stuff out there. Top of 1 and 2. Top of 3, bottom of 4. 1.3 seconds last time, 1.0 seconds. So he's making up a little bit of time. See if he can keep it up here as Rueschenberg continues to rally the top of the racetrack. 1.0 seconds, now 1.2 seconds. So a little bit of a give and take situation between your top 2 drivers right now. Bolin securely in that 3rd spot. Battle for 4th, the 11 on the outside of the 27. It will be Cochran by McIntosh. We'll run out your top 5 now. Brody Wade sitting at 6. He's got Frank Flood coming after him now. Flood in the 81, lurking on the top side of the racetrack. He'll take the 6th spot away. Wake back to 7th. Barnes and 8th. Laney and Connor Lee in the 1H. Going to run out your top 10. Going back to check on your leader. Starting to run down the back of the field, and Jet Hayes has cut the advantage in half. Brought it down to 0.6 of a second, working down to the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. Enters about to the middle of 1. See, there's just a little bit of character there in the middle of 1 and 2. A couple of cars bouncing around as he is searching all over the racetrack right now. Had it down to 0.6 of a second. Back out to 0.8 of a second now as a leader. Up on slower traffic, pair of cars racing in front of him. Middle open. Not enough fight there to try to thread the needle, though, as they work down the back straightaway. He'll follow in behind the slower cars. They work through turns 3 and 4. Hayes not really able to make up any ground right now. Still sitting about 8 to 9 of a second back that time. 9 exactly. Rueschenberg now down to the bottom. Puts a slide on the slower machine. Gets by Smith here on the front straightaway. Couple of lap cars between himself and the 11 now. Rueschenberg navigating traffic with another slide off the turn number 4. Disposes of the 38K of Jackson Conkle to put him a lap down. As Jet Hayes throwing it in deep, trying to go after the lap cars. Now goes after your race leader, Corbin Rueschenberg. Just about had unwanted company. As we're going to have one slowing over in turns 1 and 2. Oh, leader's coming up, and they're hard on the brakes. And Jet Hayes for a second looked like he was going to go right in the back of the 36. Yeah, 19 and 6 to go. Rueschenberg, Hayes, Bolin, Flood, Cochran, McIntosh, Wake, Barnes, Lee, and Guile. Single file up into number 4 past the cone. Underway, here comes Hayes for the lead. Can't get it. As they're 3 wide behind him for the 3rd spot on the inside, rolls the 81 of Frank Flood. Flood going to take over 3rd. Does he have enough to get to 2nd here as we work to 4 to go this time? They will chase the 26 of Rueschenberg around to the front straightaway. They're side by side for 2nd. It will be Hayes by 20/100ths of a second at the line, but it's going to be Flood in the back straightaway. Never mind. Caution lights, come on. So that will put the 81 back into 3rd. Frank Flood in 3rd, Cochran in 4th, Bolin back to 5th, McIntosh in 6th, Wake, Barnes, Guile, and Laney. Now going to be your top 10. 4 laps to go. Hayes around the bottom of the restart. Flood going to look a little bit lower than him as they work to the back straightaway. Now 11 to the outside, 81 to the inside. The chase is on with 3 to go. Rueschenberg on the top. Frank Flood on the bottom. No working to 3 and 4 this time. It'll be 2 to go. Next time, white flag coming. Frank Flood round the hub of the racetrack. Pulls side by side with the 26. Rueschenberg down to the bottom. Going to pinch off the 81. Leaves the bottom open just enough. It does going to muscle his way by. Frank Flood up into the race lead as they came around to the white flag. Working to the back straightaway for the final time. If Rueschenberg wants it, he'll have to come and get it, but he will not. Frank Flood's going to win it. Frank Flood in the 81. Tops A-class. Corbin Rueschenberg has to settle for second. Jet Hayes, Chris Cochran, Jace McIntosh, your top 5 unofficially. So your winner, ladies and gentlemen, from the 16th starting spot to win on the closing lap in the Rougeau Outlaw Wings Micron number 81 race fans. Give him a hand, Frank Flood. Your sprints on the card as well. 7 o'clock start time tomorrow here at Port City Raceway. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Holbert saying good night, good luck, God bless. We'll see you next time.